funky, are you? Right. Welcome to another episode of Vet in a Van. Just another van lifey one, this one. What are you doing? We move on from Daily Waters. We head up to another pub, about 300 or so k's north, called the Lazy Lizard. That's in Pine Creek, and we just check out the Pine Creek area. Then we chuff off to Lake Bennett and just check that out. And now we're actually back up in Darwin because Tarns is just doing some work at the RSPCA for a week before we head off again. So we thought we were done with Darwin, but they just needed someone and we were close by. So thought we'd help them out, zip back up here, and then anyway, we'll be off to somewhere else. But enjoy. Oh, they're still playing their iPads. All right, so from one pub to another. We have left Daily Waters this morning, meandered a leisurely, 4 hours or so up the road, and we have stopped at Pine Creek, a little establishment called the Lazy Lizard, which is, I think, another little, not as iconic as the Daily Waters, but a nice little pub out in the NT Outback. So yeah, we're just going to put our roots down here. Now, we were going to stay here for a week and just sort of explore some of the gorges and falls and whatnot that's sort of in this little area over the next week. However, when we got here, they said that they're putting a bore in or something like that. So we're kind of tucked down the back here, which is, obviously I don't think there's anyone else here. We've got the place to ourselves. So we're tucked down the back here. So we may be able to stay here if the boys don't go and hassle the tradies when they're putting in the bore. But we'll find out tomorrow. But for now, after a good 5 or 6 hours, did a $530 shop at Woolies on the way through Katherine, which was a big shop. I think Katherine's pretty expensive, but because it didn't seem like we did much more than we normally would do. But bloody hot. Anyway, $530 later, but we got fresh fruit and veg now, and we were running low, man. 2 weeks at Daily Waters, we hadn't seen a supermarket. So pretty much 2 weeks for fresh fruit and veg is about as good as we get. So it's good to stock up on everything. And for tonight, this is good. Tonight we're going to go have a swim at the pool, and then we're going to go to the pub here, have a meal, because apparently it's delicious. How hot does it say out there, Tans? What do the temperatures say? Tans is even worse. She's in the van. We've just got the air conditioning on, and it's cooking. What does it say?
It's not making a difference.
What does the temperature say?
All this stuff in here is so hot.
This is what our van looks like when we've been travelling. Tans says don't look.
42.8 outside.
42.8 outside, so it wasn't far off. So she's a bit warm.
Inside.
And 42 inside. We just put all of our veggies inside too. We put most of the stuff in the fridge though at Katherine, didn't we?
Yeah.
All the fridge stuff's in the fridge. Tell you what, I don't know if you can run the air conditioning while you're actually travelling. Probably wreck the air conditioner. Probably don't want to do that. Anyway, it's bloody hot. We need a swim. We'll get ourselves organised and we'll go up to the pool. Maybe catch you later. All right, so the good news is that apparently the bore digging people are on Darwin time. So they're not coming this week. So we get to hang around Pine Creek for the whole week, which is good. So we've extended 5 nights. Good morning, by the way. And we have just done a lazy drive into Kakadu National Park. So we're kind of, there's crocs everywhere up here. And I mean, so I think someone needs to come and mow the grass. Look at this grass. So anyway, we're going to have to be on snake lookout. We've got the pluggers on, so I think the boys have got solid shoes. So but we're going to try and find a little water hole in upper, I'm going to say this wrong, upper Lichfield Falls rock hole. So apparently down that track there is some swimming holes that hopefully don't have crocs in them. So let's go check it out. Well, we haven't been bitten by a snake yet. I tell you what, the path is definitely a path less travelled. But no, we're getting there. We are getting there. It's not that hot. I don't know. I think it's been worse. It's only 10 o'clock in the morning. There's a fair bit of water around. So fingers crossed, we get rewarded at the end of our adventure. It's beautiful though. It'd be really interesting to come back here in the dry, I think. I don't think you get to see Kakadu National Park much when the grass is 7 foot tall. Oh, I can hear a waterfall. Hey. So that's our cool down spot. I think it's probably a lot more overgrown than it usually is, but it's only small. Fish. It doesn't look like there's crocs in there, but we'll just have a bit of a poke around just to be sure. So it really is the little things when you're traveling that are just super special, like this tiny little rock pool in the middle of nowhere that a lot of people, now if you look at the Wikicam reviews, a lot of people are just like, oh no, it's just rubbish because it's just dirty little rock hole. But the amount of life and just little fish and shrimps and just like, I don't know, it's just amazing just to stop and just check out some of the little stuff and just appreciate the beauty of nature, because this is our idea of heaven. We've just been soaking in here, getting eaten by these tiny little shrimp, and the kids are having a great time, and there's no one else around, and it's beautiful and cool, and I can feel the shrimp chewing on my back. It's awesome. Another one of those just total random things. But I reckon we've stumbled across Shelob's lair. Have a go at these spider webs. I'll try and see if I can get some better shots. But like up there, and then it's like a fog of spiders' webs. Unbelievable. That is cool. And just like a cloud of spiders' webs going all the way up to the canopy and pretty much completely surrounding us. Never seen that before. How fascinating, and big spiders. I don't think I want to go in there. It looks dangerous. did you think of the rock pool, guys? It was pretty good. It was pretty good. So we don't know where we're going to go next. Where are we going to go next, Tans? Maybe a lookout. But one of the good things about being in the wet season here, other than it's stinking hot, the flowers. I popped some footage in. There's just pink and blue and yellow and purple, just littering the bush. And obviously we've never seen it in the dry season, so I think it'd be very interesting. We'll come back through here in October, I think I've said that before. And so it'll be very, very interesting to see what this place looks like. Now I've got it sort of set in my head that it's just green and lush and that's been a good morning. And then finally we come down to the bottom of where we were before. And this looks pretty impressive actually. But there's big signs saying that there's stacking handbags in here. So, but that being said, I think there's some locals here before swimming. So, I don't know, might go for a swim, we'll see. Oh, hang on, look. Get a load of this, eh? Get a load of this. Check it out. And I swear it looks like it is about to bucket down. So it might get wet. What? Nice work. Just go nice and slow, my man. All right, Lazy Lizard, the Lazy Lizard Lounge. What's that up like, Leisure Suit Larry? The Lizard Lounge. Sorry, I digress. Show my age. It's a cool little spot here in Pine Creek. We'll just do a little detour. Come in here. So where basically there's van sites out the front. Called Lazy Lizards. Van sites out the front, amazing toilets, which I'll put some B-roll in, like they're literally brand new and they're so schmick. Van sites out the front, dongers in the middle, and then more van sites out the back. There's coconuts, probably not when other people are here, but there's coconuts. Massive camp kitchen, as you can see. Similar, so the Bark Hut, which I did a few episodes ago, the same people that own the Bark Hut own here, and you can kind of tell because they're both getting a lot of renovations being done. But everything you'd expect in a camp kitchen, which is your barbecue, Toby static people, barbecue, big benches, fridge, microwave, toasters, all of that kind of jazz. Yeah, it's about $42 a night for us. I'm not sure if that goes up in the high season. It probably does go up in the high season, but anyway, it's well maintained, looks pretty good, bins everywhere, and that $42 is for power and water, and the water's good. It's not bore water, I think this is town water from Catherine, by the sound of things. And it tastes like town water. And yeah, I reckon in the high season this place would go off. Obviously at the moment, as you can see as we walk around, there's very few people here, but...
And there's snakes.
And there's snakes. I think we've seen 2 snakes.
Not on a plane.
Not what? Wow. Samuel L. Jackson reference?
In the bar.
Oh yeah, sorry. I'm slow. I'm a bit slow. Out the back of the bar, there's like this massive snake enclosure, or a heap of snake enclosures. I haven't actually seen it. The kids have seen it. I should go out there and have a look. In fact, I'll probably pop some B-roll in now. But during the high season, the owner actually comes out and takes the snakes out and shows them to the kids and whatnot. But unfortunately, we're probably the first kids that have been here for ages. So probably not happening for us. Out the front of the park, there's a cool little walking track with some exercise stuff because, you know, you can obviously tell I do so much of that.
Skateboard ramp.
And skateboard ramp, just so you can do some shredding ollies.
Wow, really?
Nah, not really. Sorry, I don't know.
Stop trying to be cool.
I'm not cool. I've come to that conclusion a long time ago. But however, we are going to go to the pub this afternoon, and it's going to be great. The food here is pretty good, just like the bar cart. The food's really good, and we'll come into the pool as well, just because we can do that.
Lush rainforest.
It is. It's very, very cool. And I think the very capable and talented Michael's going to open the door for me, aren't you, Michael? Oh, look at that. Service with smile. So you can see the pub's just behind me there, and then you come in here, and we've got a beautiful, luxurious pool. So I don't think they're licensed. I don't think Zara's licensed. So it's not like Daily Waters where you could just like the pub was kind of part of the pool area, but it's beautiful, beautiful clean pool. I'll tell you what, I've never appreciated sales over pools. Drop some coconut, and the boys have been collecting coconuts like all day. Fresh coconut water, fresh coconut. So there's that, which is always good. Anyway, enough of me going blah blah blah. It's time for a swim. Cheers. So Tans, you went and ordered a bottle, right?
I did.
You did? And how many glasses did you order?
One.
What weekday is it?
I don't know. That's the best part.
Yes indeed. Anyway, you know.
And that's why.
All right, Pine Creek. Pine Creek, a humble little town between Alice Springs and Darwin. I think it's got like 330 people, which actually makes it the third largest town between Alice Springs and Darwin. But it's got a pretty cool history to it. So I think when they were putting the telegraph line between Alice Springs and Darwin up through here back in the late 1800s, they were putting the poles in through this area, and they broke the signs. They were putting the poles in through this area, and as they came through this region, they were digging a pole and they found gold. So this whole area actually was littered with gold mines and then later iron ore mines. And so I think back in its heyday, it had a population of about 3,000 people in the late 1800s when there was a bit of a gold rush coming through here. And you can still see there's a pretty cool sort of track that walks around outside the front of the Lazy Lizard that talks to the history of Pine Creek. There's obviously no one here at the moment because we're smack bang in the middle of the wet season. But it's a cool little historic walk. Just to go and see the bits and bobs. But this is our last day here. We're about to head off. Been here for a week. Nice little stopover. I don't know, what did you guys think of the Lazy Lizard?
Hot.
Hot?
Good.
Hot and good. There you go. Good pool, yeah. Good pool, good pub. The food probably would have been better, but the kitchen closed like the day after we got here. So we had one good pub meal and then the rest were pizzas. But the pizzas were pretty good too. I think I said it before, it cost like $42 a night. So yeah, anyway, Pine Creek.
I just went to the toilet and found a green tree frog in the toilet. But they shouldn't be there because they can sometimes get sick from the toilet water. I'm gonna give someone a good came in here.
Yes, I'm going to stick my hand in the toilet.
Whoop.
Whoop. There you go. Oh, there he goes. He can get himself out.
Here we go.
We'll put him back outside. Wear gloves when
waiting outside with them.
An important aspect of if you need to handle a frog, whether it's to catch and release one that might be in your house or you find in a toilet or somewhere else, is that you should be wearing gloves. And if you don't have any gloves, then make sure you wash your hands with soap and water and rinse them really well before you touch the frog, and again after you release the frog. So there's double reason for that. One is that frogs can get sick from the bacteria and the oils and toxins and chemicals that are on our hands. And then secondarily, we can get sick from some of the bugs that frogs have afterwards. So this little guy, I'm going to release him into the bush.
So here we are. Next, interesting choice of stop. So we've come up to, we thought we'd just, because we've stayed at a lot of places around Darwin, because we're getting pretty close to Darwin now, up past Adelaide River. And there's a place called Lake Bennett. And so we've come out here to Lake Bennett. What's the other name?
Delago Resort.
The Delago Resort. Now, I think it might have been nice in its heyday, but I think it's probably 30 years past that. However, there are new owners. The new owners are delightful. And the potential of this place is amazing. So we haven't gone to check out the lake yet, but it's Wiki had interesting reviews about this place. But, we're always one not to just take Wiki camps on face value, and we'll go to check it out ourselves. Now, that being said, I'll show you this is the van area. So that's Jeff over there, one of the mates that took us fishing last time. They've come down here too. These are just some other travellers. And we sort of tried to find a spot in there to start with, and we kind of couldn't. And so it's just sort of like, I don't know, you've got this kind of old school camp kitchen at the back there. So it could be amazing, but you'd probably, how much money do you reckon you'd need to spend on this place for it to be amazing? Tanya's got that, I'm hot. She's hot. Tanya is hot. Uh-oh, there's Blocky's coming in. Maybe this place is one giant meth lab.
There you go. Cross between Walking Dead and Breaking Bad.
Walking Dead and Breaking Bad. No, we'll hold our reservations because we're going to have dinner here later on, because apparently the restaurant's really nice. Our spot's actually quite nice. There is a road there, but there's bugger all traffic. But we're overlooking. Is it a vineyard? They're not grapes. I don't know. Something, but it kind of looks nice. So, Lake Bennett. This is why you travel. You don't want to go to all the hot spots. You want to go to the not so hot spots and just figure them out for yourself. All right, so just going for a bit of a drive around the Lake Bennett area. There's, spoiler alert, there's not much to see. We just checked out to see if there's some four-wheel drive tracks and whatnot, but nothing too exciting. But anyway, check it out, see how we go. So we couldn't help ourselves. We're back here at Bluey Rock Hole. So this place is magic. We've been down there most of the afternoon. I just thought I'd come back, grab the camera because I'm going to take some photos. But we were back here we're here in November. And I tell you what, the difference is insane. So when we were here in November, it was like a trickle. And now you can probably already hear it. It is like a raging torrent. So it's still beautiful, but I've just got to be super careful with the little ones. Anyway, Blue rock and roll. Again, take 2. November, and now, what are we in? March. Time flies, eh? That's Bewley rock hole, I think. Anyway, I always say things wrong. Anyway, let's go check it out. Lake Bennett Resort, what did we think?
It was good. The resort part of it, the main part is nice.
The food was good.
The food's really nice in the restaurant. The camping area is very run down and needs work, but it's fixer-upper, and the new owners haven't been there for long. You can see they're working on it. It's going to get there, but the current expectation, don't expect 5-star accommodation.
Yeah. If you go there with your van and you're expecting Big 4, you will be disappointed. I reckon it only fits about 4 or 5 vans out the back. There's another spot down lower that was flooded, and that would fit a heap of vans, but I don't think they had power or water there. There was no water, it was just power. We tripped one of the power switches when we were there as well, so a heap of guys have then lost power. We didn't, but others did. So look, would you go back there again? Yes, we probably wouldn't, but we're glad that we went there. Does that make sense? Yeah. So, and the lake itself is beautiful. The sunsets over the water are beautiful. If they put an infinity pool in, it would be even more amazing. But yeah, I think the new owners have got plans for it because it's got so much potential. But anyway, where are we going?
Back to Darwin.
Back to Darwin. Only for 2 weeks.
Just can't leave.
So, no, Tanya's going to help out at the RSPCA there. They need to fill some shifts. So, out of the kindness of our own hearts, we're going back to Darwin for probably a week and a half. So she can do that with the RSPCA. And then we are going somewhere else. And we've got some cool plans. So, we'll let you know about that. I don't know, probably the next episode. I don't know, sometime. But anyway, we'll let you know. On to Darwin.